live one-on-one conversation. 30 minutes of pure entertainment with musicians, writers, and actors to motivators, chefs, and even rappers to up-and-comers with the it factor. It's the Jazzie K.Ward coming at ya. Have fun, some smiles, a few laughs. Tune in, chime in, sit back, relax. Have fun, some smiles, a few laughs. Live from WKRW, welcome to Artist Talk, a live one-on-one conversation with your host, the man with the golden voice, Jazzie K.Ward.
It's like that intro. I feel like I want to just.
Hey, Jazzie after dark. Maybe
I can't.
I like it's a nice groove. Maybe I can get D.Hall, I guess, tonight to kind of
Listen,
vibe it up, change it up a little bit for me.
listen. You won't know till you ask. Got to check it out, and not ask, ask.
Ask. That's
Just
right.
like scrimp and scrimp and scrape.
But you know what I was saying when you say ask, it's all about clarity.
Clarity. I love it.
You love that word? How are you, Dr. G?
It's cold in New York. It's cold. It's wet. The weekend we were sweating. It was humid. It's back to raining. But you know what? We here.
Yeah, I know, right? It's I'm thankful for the rain, but I kind of want it to kind of go away, right?
I'm gonna talk to Jesus and tell him to delegate weather a little bit better. He got to call Moses and them because somebody not doing something right.
So what did you do this weekend?
Unpack.
That's right. You're still moving, right?
I'm still moving, but it's like that. You pack and you think that you're organized, and then when you unpack, you're like, I wasn't as organized as I thought I was, but can't find nothing.
Right. See,
I don't-
clarity.
Okay.
You can
clarity,
clarity.
and everything was labeled and supposed to be where it's supposed to be, but it just didn't work out that way. So I'm just gonna clarity as I unpack.
Clarity. That's right, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Jazzie K.Ward. My lovely and beautiful co-host is Dr. Chantel Graham, but we call her Dr. G on the show. Okay, K.Ward Radio is my YouTube channel. Make sure you like the page. It's free, y'all. It's free. Okay, it's free.
Not just but like and subscribe to everything. Stop. Don't half step. Do it all.
K.WardRadio.com is the website. Make sure you sign up, and everybody that's watching the video, please share it out. Please go ahead and share it out right now. Okay, sharing is caring, and it's also free. People always say about the show, like, you and Dr. G, y'all should be bigger. Y'all should be like, y'all should have y'all own. Y'all should be on the network. Really? Why you? Because they didn't do what, Dr. G?
Share our shit.
It's free. It's free.
I'm gonna try to behave. I'm gonna just You know, I'm
Yeah,
seeking clarity, so I'm just going to behave
I got you. I do.
a
Well,
little bit.
a
Just a
little
little
bit, a little bit, but I had a pretty good, weekend, and kicking off the month. If you didn't know, June is also what Black Music Month. We're celebrating excellence in Black music. I'm always listening to music. Is it anybody, Dr. G, that maybe you listened to this week? Anybody in particular?
I listened to, I had hit the repeat button on some things. I was playing my 70s R&B, stylistic, Delphonics. You kind of get in that mood when you got to clean your house, you get the singing, and then it becomes you grab your mic and you forgot about the broom. But I tried to come back, I tried to come back. See, always prepared, Jazzie.
Bet
But
you
a
don't.
little Delphonics, a little stylistics, that old school R&B from the 80s and 90s where you can sing the whole song and the whole album, and everybody has a different style and doesn't sound the same. But music
Yeah,
is healing.
it is healing. And I was listening to I
I
was
can't
watching
harmonica.
this movie last night.
Mhm.
I'm gonna ask D2. This guy, his name is The Honest Guy. And I discovered him from a movie. And then, I'm always on Spotify. And I'm
Mhm.
always discovering like new sounds, new artists, because there's so many artists out there. And a lot of times repetitive. We can listen to the same people, which we like, right? And his name is The Honest Guy. And he's a whole vibe. I'm telling you, he's a whole vibe. Just like
Wait,
our guest tonight.
you got to share that.
I'm going to share that. Yeah, maybe we can get him on the show.
Go ahead.
Well, Dr. G, I'm really excited about my next guest. His name is D.Hall DaSanga. DHALL
The whole the singer.
SANGA. So we're
Sanga.
that guy,
Sanga. Okay, I got it.
the same guy, that guy.
Mhm.
He's a motivator, all that. He definitely has that it factor. He's out with a new song. He's back. Beauty, I see. So we're going to talk about that. Just kind of catch up with what's been going on. He's a native Alabamian. I think I have that right, but we're going to ask him anyway. So we're super excited to have the singer-songwriter, producer on the show, Mr. D.Hall. And ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome recording artist D.Hall to Artist Talk.
Greetings, good people. How y'all doing? Thank you for the invite and thank you for the time taken out to discuss some good music. You know what I'm saying?
I know, my brother. How you doing today on this Monday?
I'm alive and I won't complain, Doc. One thing about it, you gotta take advantage of the small things in life. Don't be worried about what you can't control for what you can. So.
We already got the collection played out.
Hands lifted all over the building.
Don't have us D on the show. Don't have us pass it. We have a collection plate.
Yes, sir.
Salute.
Throwing out
I'm just here to help and assist.
We start
Usher coming down with her white glove on. You pass the plate.
You gotta hold it out, spit the gum out now.
I know. So did you have a good weekend and a good starting off of the week?
I can't lie, I did have a great weekend. I get my daughter on first and third weekends, like full weekends and stuff. So I had her this weekend and we hung out and worked on some music and stuff because she's 6, but she pays attention to what I do and what I'm passionate about.
Right.
So I got her, she about 3 songs recorded now. So whenever she come around, it's like, okay, this is my inspiration for why I'm doing what I'm doing, because even when I ain't here on this earth no more, she can be like, tell her friends, like, this is my daddy. Like,
that's right.
Have something to show, like, and be proud of, So I'm trying to leave a legacy and also bring her into what I do because she got a gift as well. And as a parent, you got to learn where your children's gifts are and how to hone in on them and, cultivate the gift. So
that's true. That's true. I could only imagine a 6-year-old. I'm sure she asks a lot of questions, doesn't she?
Yes. I tell her a lot of times, like she sees going on 26, going like, you a child, but you asking grown folk business. But I ain't mad though. They let me know her eyes open. So
that's right. Does it kind of make you think about when do you remember when you were 6 years old?
Unfortunately, I don't. I don't have my earliest memories start at like maybe 13, 14, and that's because the accident and everything that I went through. So I don't have a lot of childhood memories, so I have to kind of live through her to understand like what it is to be a child, and
Right.
teach her a lot of bike type stuff. And she in the volleyball now and working with on that because
Okay.
yeah, just one thing about it, if you ain't got memories, create new ones. So
Oh,
Okay, there you go. I'll take that.
right.
But is she Jamaican? Because she got 15 jobs. She only 6.
But the thing, I told you she like 6 going on 26 because she be telling me like, Dad, you need to sit down, you need to rest, you're doing too much.
right.
I'm like, you 6? How do you know that?
That's right. That's right.
So children are smart, and at that age, they are like little sponges. They just absorb everything. So take it for what it's worth. They're gonna be honest though.
Right.
Yes.
Brutally
Very
honest.
true.
Brutally honest. Brutally honest.
Mhm.
And just that kind of segue us into this. It's a part of the show I do. It's called The Real You. And it's just a continuous conversation where our audience gets to learn about D.Hall, our guest, a little bit more outside of your professional music career wise. And so I had a question that I was sitting here thinking about as we were, and we're going to get into later about your music career, and also I think the accident that maybe kind of changed your life a little.
Yes. It is.
And we're going to speak about that. But my question is, do you think we waste time fearing the future?
Okay, he said, do we waste time clearing the future or
Do you
making
do you think we waste time fearing the future?
Mm. Yes. I think that is so true because a lot of times as humans, we are afraid of the unknown. And the future is unknown. You don't know what's going to happen or what's the outcome going to be. Only thing you can do is do what you can to prepare for it.
Right.
And a lot of times, being that we have a nervousness of what the outcome may be, sometimes we don't work as hard to try and achieve a goal because we don't think it's accomplishable. And like as humans, you gotta realize like God made you to be the best that you can be, and that's all you can do. And operate within that. Find out what your strong point is. Find out what you have a passion for, and gravitate to that. The fear comes in when we're trying to do things that may not necessarily come natural to us. So now it's a fear of like, are they gonna like this? Are they gonna agree with it? And what they gonna think? And just don't worry about it. Like focus on the people who gravitate towards you and what you're doing. Because you're always gonna have haters, people who don't like what you're doing. So they gonna be there.
Right.
The thing is to
Yeah.
change that, reshift that focus. Don't worry about the naysayers and the ones who don't want to see you succeed. Focus on those who do. Because you owe them.
But
You know what
there
I'm
you go.
saying?
There you go. And I always say that everybody is with you, ain't for you.
Right. Very true. Very true. You got to find your inner circle or whatever. And a lot of times your inner circle ain't 100 people. It may be like 5, 6.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You just got to learn how to just navigate life and what's best for you and find your tribe of people who would encourage you to be successful in whatever you're trying to pursue.
That's right. It kind of goes back to there's a comment there. Our word for the week is clarity. And the comment is many blessings are blocked as many people are afraid to move differently. Be still and seek clarity.
Come on. Come on. That's it. That's $1 million
Write the
stance right there.
vision,
You
make
gotta
it
claim
plain.
that.
That's right. That's right. I love
Yeah,
that.
number two, people like to not be uncomfortable. People get into that comfort zone. No, that's not what they're supposed to be, but they figure I just don't want to ruffle the feathers. Sometimes you got to
Right.
get uncomfortable to kind of excel. So we got to take all that in stride.
This is very true. Then you got to take it into account. Like, look at history. All the people that were great from biblical standpoints to historic standpoints, they ruffled feathers. They wasn't like in the clique in the groups or whatever what was popular. They created their own lane. They kept writing it out until the people joined in onto what they was doing. So
100%. 100%.
No. Chef D, also that's the wrong link there. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm gonna do like Jesus and come and start flipping tables. Just start flipping tables in places.
I know, right?
start flipping the tables.
Blame it on the Lord. That's what Jesus did. I'm look. What would Jesus do? I'm doing what Jesus did. Start flipping tables. You know, let me stop right.
Exactly. I'm just a servant doing what he has called me to do.
Ooh, yes,
That's right.
sir.
He's called you to do. Another. Now, this could be a kind of deep question. You know, for some reason I've just been feeling a little deep. Okay.
Now you're a philosopher. Okay, let's go philosopher.
What would you do today if you knew you only had 1 year left on this earth?
That's a real deep question. If I only had 1 year left, first and foremost, I would try and make sure not my dad, but my daughter knows that daddy loves her. I'm always be here with her, whether in spirit or physically. Just that's my biggest concern. Her knowing like daddy loves you, you know what I'm saying, and daddy did what he did in order to make sure you had a better future and you had better opportunities and everything. And then other than that, I would just create as much music as possible so that way I have a stamp on this earth. Even though I'm not here, y'all gonna still hear me. Y'all gonna still hear the lyrics that I'm saying. Just make a lasting impression, if that makes sense.
Okay, I like
Now,
that.
see, I chose violence. I was gonna say knock people off that I know I can't go to jail for. Yeah. And then pray for.
Cause my thing is with violence doesn't really
Listen,
what's the
violence is
word?
about you feeling good at that moment because it doesn't satisfy anything. But at that moment, for that 1 second, no, I'm just playing. I wouldn't do that, people. I would not do that. I would pray for people. I would feed the whole. I'll be a philosopher. Just
Right.
giving out wisdom.
Setting the example, making a stamp on his earth.
That's right.
But if I was a serial killer, my name will still be in history. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. People don't just.
But not for the way that you would want it to be.
Listen, people gonna talk about you whether you do good or bad. It's just you listen. It's gonna be some crazy person who may like it say she was our boss. No, I'm just listen. I'm not killing anybody. I don't have enemies like that. I pray for everybody. We hug people, and we move on. Because we have clarity.
That's right. That's the word.
And when you have clarity, that makes you move different as well. Like you don't have a problem prove to folks. I ain't got to be violent. I ain't got to lash out on you. You know what you did. You know how you acted.
Right.
I'm gonna just operate in my life and what I got going on. I ain't got time for the negative and all the foolishness that some people operate in and they enjoy operating in. So you're not gonna pull me on that level. Like, nah, I got bigger things to handle. And my name gonna be great when I leave this earth. So
but you know what? Clarity, you move different too. Certain things don't bother you. You know, you just you when you understand who people are because they showed you, you just say, okay, that's your problem, not mine.
Especially when you recognize like people are very emotional, so they will act out of emotions and not be logical as far as how they move and stuff like that. So you have to take that into account as well. Like, where's the mental capacity of this individual? Like, why are they doing this? Like, so
this is exactly why I say do not make decisions when you are at a halt. HALT. Hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. Because those decisions are made in emotion, they made at a higher state, and things that you would normally do, you probably wouldn't do. And then sometimes that split second just it's over. Change your life. Change your life.
You can become irrational and start making decisions that you wouldn't normally make because you're not thinking straight. You just focus on how you feel in the moment. And
I think it goes back to all about communication. And a lot of times relationships and things with people get so misconstrued because there's no clarity, right?
Right.
And people we're gonna run with this word today. We're gonna run with this word today.
You're hungry, you're angry, you're lonely, or you're tired.
So make decisions when you're at a halt because it just doesn't turn good. Think about it, when you're hungry, you probably eat the worst thing because it's quick and it's accessible. When you're angry, you know, out of anger,
you're settling for what's there.
Yeah, at angry, you can kill somebody just for a split second for being angry. And when you're lonely, you may make decisions about being with someone who you really shouldn't be with because you just want that companionship. And when you're tired, just go on, do what you gotta do, and just get on out.
Right. The voice of reason go out the window. Just hand it big and I'm gonna go to sleep.
I love that.
But we don't
And
have clarity now, so we don't do that.
that's right.
Very true. Very true.
And one more question I have on the Real You section, D.Hall, is what is something no one has ever asked you but should? Is it something nobody has ever asked you, but you maybe wish they had?
And that's a good question, because the thing is, like, I don't know what would need to be asked that I wouldn't have an answer to.
Okay.
Me being an artist and stuff like that, I've done the interviews and stuff like that. So I've been asked some of everything from personal life to, future goals to past life, all that stuff like that. It's just a matter of how you take the question in and then know how to verbalize a good way to help them understand where you are in that moment that they're asking about, or where you want to see yourself in the future. So yeah, I don't know. I welcome all questions because I'm an intellectual and I love good conversation and I love to learn. So my favorite saying these days, iron sharpens iron. So am I helping you grow or are you helping me grow?
I like that. I like that.
Okay, I'm feeling that. Okay. Let me ask you a question. What colors are your toes painted? No, I'm just playing. Since you said you got every question.
They are clear, friend. They are clear. They are clear.
I'm just teasing. Just teasing.
So I said I'm used to questions, so yeah.
You just never know.
Ready? You don't have to get ready.
That's right. Everybody.
Thank you.
If you're just tuning into the show, I'm your host, Jazzie K.Ward. My co-host is Dr. Chantel Graham. And our special guest tonight is singer-songwriter D.Hall DaSanga. So I have to ask you that part, the DaSanga. Tell us about DaSanga. Tell us about that.
Okay, so that is crazy you asked that, because that's actually just my social media name, D.Hall DaSanga, and it came from like all my partners when they would introduce me to people or whatever. They were like, "Man, that's D.Hall, and that's DaSanga right there." And eventually, it just kind of stuck over. I'm like, DaSanga. Oh, I can work with it. And the thing is, like, I look at that as a brand as well. Like, I have future plans to start a podcast, because one thing about it here in Montgomery, like, we got some for blues, we got some for Southern soul, we got trail rides for Southern soul. What's for the R&B community? And you don't have establishments where you can go out to and just hear strictly R&B. It's a vibe, no violence, positive vibes only. So the singer comes from, if you sing, you the singer. So yeah, just trying to make people. I'm all about making people feeling included that want to be there.
Right.
Not because you know what I'm saying, going what's popular, what's a fad, or what's popular. No. Like, if you a singer, you the singer. And because can't nobody sound like you. Can't nobody sing like you. Can't nobody perform like you. Yeah, you may want to compare yourself to other artists that's already out here, but no, you only learn from those individuals. And you cultivate your own style, your own flavor about yourself.
That's right.
So I always say be uniquely you. Yep, be uniquely you. That's it.
That's it. That's it.
And so tell us about, let's go back a little bit. Let's go back kind of, if you can remember to the little, like growing up was music something that you like always wanted to do?
For what I remember, yes. My mother was a choir director, beautiful singer. Oh my gosh, even to this day, like my whole family, everybody can sing. It's just everybody have their own style of how they sing. But yeah, my mother, she was a choir director. Shout out to Miss Nick Hall. And she taught me like early on, like scales. Don't sing from your throat, sing from your diaphragm. How to properly breathe while you singing, to be able to hold the note and hit a note and things like that. Like she was my first teacher, my first music teacher, and ever since then, I've been gung ho.
I love that. I love that. Shout out to Mama, still singing. We're going to get Mama on the show. I love that. And so what I want to do now, I have to almost skip a little bit. Your song, you have a video, and I love this song. It's called Drink Tonight.
Yeah, yes. That was the first song I put out that got a lot of attention because I've been putting out music and stuff like that. But that song in particular, it's like everybody kind of gravitated to it because it reminded you of some backyard barbecue type vibe. You chilling with your family and the grown folks look, cheering y'all go in the rooms to the back, go ahead and play your video games and stuff like that. It's grown folk time where the bottles in and make sure the person who barbecuing got a cup in hand.
I love,
So
I,
yeah.
I love that song. Tell us a little about the song. Of course, when you hear the title "Drink Tonight," what does the song mean to you, though?
I mean, at the time that I created it, like it was just on some. I'm not trying to drink to get belligerent and be unstable and stuff like that. I'm drinking because I done had a long day at work. I have a background in finance, manager, and stuff like that, and just dealing with people and attitudes and their responses. When you like, I'm trying to help you. Why are you mad at me? And
Because they don't
so
have no money.
sometimes, yeah, just yeah. So sometimes when I would get out of work, first thing I'm gonna do, I'll pace the flow for a minute. I need to digress, get all these energies off me and everything like that, and just I have something to sip on. And from there, once I relax, I chill, then I can work on my music because I'm on my music every day, like passionate.
On that grind. And so, what we're gonna do now is right here on Artist Talk, we're gonna check out D.Hall, one of his
Yes, sir.
videos called "Drink Tonight."
Yes, sir.
Let's check it out. Y'all get you a cup, get a sip while we prepare the video.
You might as well.
Listen. Have you ever had a real long day and all you wanna do is get away? And you feel so tired, you feel so tired. All you wanna do is mentally escape. Escape. Well, I don't know what y'all like to do. Let me tell you about my favorite thing. Yeah, I like to grab my favorite cup and go and pour it up. Yeah. On tonight we gon' have some drink. I just wanna drink tonight. Help me somebody. Help me somebody. Help me somebody. I just wanna drink tonight. Help me somebody. Help me somebody. Help me somebody. I just wanna drink tonight. Help me somebody. Help me somebody. Help me somebody. I just wanna drink tonight. Help me somebody. Help me somebody. Help me somebody. I just wanna. Have you ever had a real long day and all you wanna do is get away? And you feel so tired. Feel so tired. All you wanna do is mentally escape. Escape. Well, I don't know what y'all like to do. Let me tell you about my favorite thing. I like to grab my favorite cup and go and pour it up. Yeah. Oh, tonight we gon' have some drink. I just wanna drink tonight. Help me somebody. Help me somebody. Help me somebody. I just wanna drink tonight. Help me somebody. Help me somebody. Help me somebody. I just wanna drink tonight. Help me somebody. Help me somebody. I just wanna drink.
Yes,
What you said? I won't even. In that part, you said I need to help somebody or tell somebody.
help me somebody.
Help me
Help
somebody.
me
So
somebody.
in other words, like I don't want to drink by myself. Help me somebody. Drink with me.
Okay.
Help
Right,
me
let me get.
somebody.
I got my drink right here.
What
We
you
got.
want to do, friend? Hey, look, y'all gonna make me go ahead and grab me some.
You should.
Look, you grab yourself a drink.
You should have had
Look,
something with you right there, my brother.
look, this is true. I'm gonna give somebody to pour me a shot in a minute. We're gonna celebrate. Yeah.
Listen, look. I'm
Thank you
drinking
so
right
much.
now.
I appreciate
Probably
that.
drinking too much. Probably drinking too much. Chef D in the back.
I've been drinking something. And so that video was filmed here in Montgomery.
Yes, film here in Montgomery. My partner Diego, he has a recording system that he does or whatever. But like used to have his own building, and he also shoots videos. So he does both. You can record vocals with him, and he can shoot the video for reasonable price, and he gonna make sure you straight. So yeah,
Okay.
shout out to Diego. Yes, sir.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Share the information. Share.
Share,
Right,
share,
right.
share. Now, I may need to talk to him about a video, some things I'm working on. So it's good to
He gonna
know.
get you right.
Okay. I appreciate that, my brother.
I'm a backup
Yes,
singer.
sir.
Maybe my backup.
Cleanse the palate.
So just back to the song, like all of your music, do you write all of your music? You got co-writers, you work with other people. How does that work?
And I'm glad you asked that because anybody in my inner circle who knows me knows that I just create music. I don't write.
Okay.
So like what I do is whatever I feel throughout the day, I bring that feeling home. Like I said, I come home, I digress from work, and then just interpret how I feel into a song, whether it be a conversation I have with an individual, whether it be a situation that somebody that I know is going through, and I freestyle. Like I don't know when the last time I wrote a song. Like I said, I got several witnesses that can verify it. Like, cause the first thing I do when you come over, like test me. So I turn the track on that I never heard before,
Okay.
and I'll be like, give me a subject, and come up with a whole song off of what you tell me. So that way you know it ain't rehearsed. I'm legit about what I do. You know, so
I like that. Tell me, going back to things, and I know we spoke about this briefly before we came onto the show. And you go back, and I know there was a accident that happened in your life that kind of, and I'm sure none of us are ever prepared for anything like that. Can you recall that day and how your day started, and ultimately what happened when you had the car accident?
And what's crazy is I don't remember the day. I go by what people have told me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the end of 2023, I think it was October. Yeah, end of October. I was actually gonna have an event the next day, and they said I was headed to work, and on the way into work, I was turning to get onto the Northern Boulevard, and somebody hit me over there. I had a Dodge Challenger. Said it took them an hour to find me because they thought I had flipped out the car. You know, a Dodge Challenger, it's a two-seater, you know what I'm saying, vehicle. I'm 6'1". They found me folded up in my back seat behind my driver's side. I was unconscious. I was in a coma for a week and a half, had bleeding on the brain, a lot of physical injuries and stuff like that. And yeah, when I did wake up from the coma, lost a lot of memory. I had to learn how to walk again. They had to put a net over my bed in the rehab facility because, like I said, I had to learn how to walk again. So I kept getting up, going to the bathroom at night or whatever, and falling, thinking that my legs worked.
Wow.
And so eventually they had to put a net over my bed, so I would have to call the nursing station to just even go to the bathroom and stuff like that. And just it was a lot at one time, and I'm just like, God, look, you brought me back, so you gonna have to do something.
There you go.
This
Okay.
ain't
You
this
still
ain't the
here.
life
Yep,
I'm
you
gonna
still
live.
here.
Right. That's what I keep thinking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for my daughter, and I'm here for this music as well. You know, like I got a message and a story to tell, so it's gonna help somebody. And Yeah, but that accident changed my life. Like I had, like when I first came out, I had lost my voice because of the tubes that was in my throat. So for the longest, I thought, man, I'm not gonna sing again. Just went through a state of depression, just a whole bunch of stuff. But
Right.
God has seen me through, and I'm very grateful. I'm very thankful. Like I said, still got physical and nerve damage and stuff like that, and have to get epidural shots in my spinal cord for the pain. But a lot of people didn't make it
Right.
from smaller accidents.
That's right.
And at times I remember praying to God, I'm like, God, why I don't remember? Like, why my body don't get right? He was like, I'm changing you.
Right.
And he was like, the lifestyle that I was living at the time, he was like, you had the wrong people around you. He even told me, he was like, how many millionaires got all the friends that you got? And I had to think about it, like, none that I know of. And he was just like, look, don't take it as a negative. Take it as, like you said, doctor, a reset. A reset.
Yep.
And ever since I've been trying to apply that mindset, doors have been opening. Like, just God been blessing. I'm just thankful for being here, and mostly just thankful that I can be here for my daughter, you know.
Right.
And yeah, the music gonna come. That's natural. But
Right.
the relationship with my daughter, I gotta make sure that's straight. Gotta work at it.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And did you find yourself also, D, in order to really to think about, like, when it comes to writing your music, was it challenging for you after all of this to write more music, or did you get the clarity and things kind of came back real fast for you?
I'm gonna use your word for today. After the accident and I came home and started working on music, I had clarity.
Ooh, come
And
on.
so I forgot that I didn't write before. So I'm making, like, I'm sitting at my computer now. I got maybe about 8 albums worth of music recorded since then. And I'm talking about 12 to 15 songs per album.
Come
And
on.
that's because, like I said, I don't write. I just go based off how I feel. And like I said, I got a clarity. It's like I don't hear distractions no more. I don't see distractions. I'm focused on what I feel in the moment. Right. And how I can interpret to other folks to understand how I feel, but also invite the men to let them know it's okay to feel how you feel. It's okay if you're struggling and having a bad day. Like, and I would never talk about things like that before my accident, because I always wanted to make it seem like I got everything together and I ain't worried about nothing. But yeah, the clarity is being vulnerable and knowing that it's okay to have your bad days, have your good days. Right. But at the same time, when you have your bad days, don't stay in them. No better days are coming. It's just the beginning.
There you go. Okay. It's amazing because, you know, when it comes to some cultures, when it comes to men are not supposed to be emotional. They're not supposed to show their expression or wear their heart on their sleeves. But then you want them to be a loving, caring person. It's contradicting right there. You got to figure out what you want. You can't have this hard exterior all the time, and then when we get behind closed doors, flip it on and off. You got to just be that person, and every day it's not going to be rainbows and unicorns. And it's okay not to be okay, but what's not okay is not getting help.
Right. Because after my accident, I had to see a therapist and a psychiatrist, and they put me on medicine and stuff because I was not okay. But I'm just glad that, you know, I had the right people in my corner to encourage me to pursue getting help. Because, like I said, when I first got out, I'm like crying every day, depressed, because I'm like, man, I can't sing no more. My legs don't work. I got to walk on a walker. Right. And yeah, it was a lot to deal with. Coming from, it's like I only knew about who I was based off the videos I saw on my phone. I have no memories of a lot of shows that I did, and, you know, collaborated with people. People have to tell me, I'm like, we did that. But at the same time, it's exciting to see, like, okay, this is something to build off of.
Right.
Don't stay in the negatives. Don't stay in what was. Focus on what you're doing and what you're preparing for.
That's right. That's right. I love that. And you know what? It's it's just so kind of ironic because each week, and I just started this choosing a word for the week. I was just maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours before the show. I was just, you know, a lot of times I think I woke up from like a little nap or something. I just thought about the word clarity.
Mm.
Maybe from my own self and things
No,
that maybe.
I need it myself as a reminder. Clarity. Don't focus on the negative.
I just have a
BS
question.
don't come. So have clarity about who you are,
Yeah.
and who you are in God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have those questions, you question yourself, you question a lot of things, but from that comes answers, the phoenix from that become that fire becomes something beautiful. So good. But
Mm-hmm.
Jazzy, question for you. When you get to take a nap on a weekday? Who do that?
When I say
Who does
nap,
that?
this might
Hard working man.
I work hard, Dr. G.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. Okay, yeah.
Just I work hard, Dr. G.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, yes, sir. All right. Just
So everybody, if you just tuned into the show, for even those who go back and watch the replay of the show, our special guest tonight is singer-songwriter D.Hall, better known as DaSanga.
DaSanga.
Yeah.
I'm Jazzie K.Ward, and we also have the lovely Dr. Chantel Graham, better known as Dr. G. And another question, D, I wanted to ask you, how important has your family in faith been to you on this show?
That's the only thing been keeping me, to be honest with you. Faith first and foremost. Because without God, you can't do nothing. I don't care how
Yes,
you
sir.
do it,
Yes,
who you
sir.
think you are.
Yes, sir.
Like, you need God, and you need direction, and God will give you direction and clarity. The thing is, you can't have clarity if you don't know where you're going, what you're supposed to be attached to, what your destination's supposed to be. You're just gonna keep going to person, asking questions, trying to figure yourself out through other people, and that's not what God intended for us to do.
Yes.
So, yeah, just my family. I thank God for them. Like, they check on me, make sure I'm straight. Just mental health checks. Like, if they don't see I haven't posted on social media in a while, or just haven't called in a long time, they calling or they putting up like, bro, what's up? Like, get out that bed.
Wow. Community.
Yeah,
Community is wonderful. Yeah.
yes, you gotta have it,
You have to have it. It's important to have people. It's important to have people to check on you.
bro.
It is just important to have.
Especially when you feel like you by yourself, and it's crazy that you can feel like I've never had this feeling before, to feel by myself, even though I know a ton of a lot of people, but it's like, why do I feel so lonely and stuff like that? But it's because the way the mind can process things, sometimes we feel like we're the only ones going through our situation. Like, nobody feels how we feel, and that's the furthest thing from the truth.
I do.
And
Yeah,
the
no,
devil is
we're
trying
our
to play
own
with
worst
your mind to
critics.
get you to isolate, to where he can trap you and put more negative thoughts in your head. I'm like, man, nah, just let me find my circle and people where I can call and, like, look, if you don't hear from me, check on me, knock on my door.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just that community, like you said.
Yeah. And when you
We
think
gotta
about
know. Yeah, we're our own worst critics though too. We're
right,
harder on
Right.
ourselves. We give people grace more than we would give ourselves grace. And then when you start
Very
getting your
true.
head and you go to the left with what could, should be, that's not even existence. You just make up stuff and just continue to go left. So community
Right.
is the big thing.
Worry about situations that ain't even happen.
no, please, the brain is a powerful thing, right? And so,
Very true.
like, me and my brothers were talking one day, and it was like, some days when, I'm sorry, y'all, I just got all off of my whole little script thing, but hey, this
You
is a
good, huh?
conversation. And when you talk about mental health and even the brain, and even at night, you ever go to bed and it's like, I'm not worried about anything, but I can't seem to kind of turn my
Scatterbrain.
brain,
The thoughts.
the thoughts,
Now you
like,
know what you can do for that, right?
what?
I do what they call a dump journal. When you sitting there and you're trying to rest and you can't, and it's just so much going to get a piece of paper, and whatever that thought is, just write it down. You got to get it out
Mm.
of your head, because the more you try to suppress it because you feel like I shouldn't be thinking like this, the worse it gets. It becomes bigger and bigger. So just, I don't care how it is, fingernail, hair dryer, whatever it is, do that dump journal, clear that mind. It'll help a lot.
Oh, wow.
And I
You
need
help
two
me with
forms of
that.
ID and insurance cards, two forms of ID and insurance card, and your co-payment before y'all leave.
Oh God.
Good.
Y'all know,
You're preaching on it, even.
Dr. G is also a life coach too. She's great too. So if you need more information, reach Dr. G, let them know how to find you too.
Oh, Dr. Graham at the applife.info is my email, or there you go right there. Or the applife.info is my website.
All right. We love
Thank
that.
you, Chef, for that. Appreciate you.
And
But life be life, and sometimes we get in our head and we start to spiral, and you got to just take a drink, go home, de-stress, take a little drink.
Right.
And
You
wherever,
take the drink. Don't let the drink take you.
There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go.
that's
I
whatever.
said take a drink. I didn't say take drinks. I just said means one singular.
Right.
That's it. Make it a good one, but just one.
Everything in moderation.
Everything
right.
in moderation. And everybody, again, we're going to continuing this conversation with our special guest tonight, D.Hall, singer and songwriter, talking about his music and his musical journey. And what we're going to do is, I think this is a good way to segue into Dr. G's Mind, Body, and Soul segment.
Mm-hmm.
There, we're going to continue the conversation with D.Hall. He also is back with new music, Beauty.
Yes.
We want to talk about this new song that's available wherever music is streaming. You can also find D on Spotify. You can reach out to him on his IG page. What's the best place to find you, D, though?
IG or Facebook. And it's D.Hall DaSanga on both of them.
Okay.
So
D.Hall
it depends on what social media you use the most and stuff like that. So I primarily use Facebook only because the following that I have is here in the city, and the events that I do are catered towards the singers that are in the city because they can come out and get on stage and create content to promote themselves.
Okay. Well, it's a good thing. I'm glad you brought that up about singing. My cousin, I don't know if she's still on here. She lives in Montgomery, an amazing vocalist, and she's a singer too. I know, I get it. Her name is Tony Exford right there. I'm gonna have to bring her, D, to one of your shows.
Yes, please do. My Sip and Shade event is coming up July the 6th. And what that event is, like, the best way I can explain this to people is like karaoke but with a live band. So if you come, you're a singer, I have a live band and also a DJ there. And the live band knows your music. They can play behind you. And you can get the footage. Wow. You can get the footage to be able to put content out to let folks know you are artists and you're doing music. And even though the crowd may not be your crowd, they all just came to see you. The people don't know that on the video. Like, they're gonna see a crowd that you performing in front of. And that's, just push yourself.
Amazing,
like,
amazing.
That's right. And yeah, so we're gonna have to. Yeah, she said she would love to see you live.
Yes.
So come on now, and if you do, y'all both can sit in my section. I got you. VIP treatment.
Yeah, she's a phenomenal vocalist, and I want to try to connect her with the right people. And I know you are good people, and you can give us some good pointers and some. If she wants, because one time me and her talked about she was looking for someone with some vocal training to kind of guide her.
I do that too, and I got artists that I'm recording and developing that have never recorded before, but they trust me in my spirit, like, because I'm not gonna tell nobody nothing wrong. I don't want no accolades. You gotta say I help you with nothing. Just I want to see you be the best you can be.
All right, yeah, she's amazing. I love that. Well,
let me get ready. I'm ready to start. No, I'm just nobody don't want to hear that. I promise. No, I'm not a singer. I sound good in the shower. I'm a songbird for the Lord.
I got you.
Let them use it however you see fit.
That's right. So let's talk about something today. Okay, let me think of something good. This one thing that you can use can help with anti-inflammatory. It can help with digestion. It can also help with heart health, immune system, immunity, boost your immune system. It can help with pain. You can ingest this and put it on your body. What is that one thing? Come on, let's go, people. What is that one thing? I know you know what it is, Jazzie. You better know what it is.
Is it lavender?
Help with your heart. Help with anti-inflammatory. It can help with pain. It can help boost your immune system. It can help with digestion. It can help with weight loss. Um,
Hmm.
yeah. And
So,
I'm quite sure some of everybody got it in their closet. Good try, Sony. Good try, Tony. That's kind of on the border, but it's actually just cayenne pepper.
oh, I wouldn't have guessed it.
Uh, Cayenne pepper is high in antioxidants, a lot of vitamin A, a lot of vitamin C, help with your immune system. You know, I actually soak cayenne pepper inside castor oil and use it as a topical treatment for my knee pain, my joint pain. Works wonders. Let it just sit overnight. Don't ask me about measurements, people, because y'all know we don't measure nothing. It look about right. We just put it in the thing and just put it on. Yeah. So infused castor oil with cayenne pepper will help with pain. Put on your joints, put it anywhere. Just be careful because it may stain your hands, but it's a wonderful thing. But it will help with your heart health, digestion, weight management, wonderful things that we have inside our house. I know we get to that point where you want to run and look at everything on Instagram and TikTok. Someone's always pushing a pill. You have so many things that you buy from the store every time you go that will help just make you a better person. So get some
You
cayenne
just,
pepper.
so, doctor, you just get the cayenne pepper, open it, and you just,
No, no. Put it in your food, ingest it, eat it,
okay.
But as far as pain topical relief, just so let's put some cayenne pepper inside castor oil, which is a good carrier oil. And just take that oil and rub it on your knees, rub it on your arms, whatever hurts. Yes.
Hmm.
Back pain, knee pain, anything. Yeah. Also good if you take a little bit on your fingers, simple massage. Take out that tension headache.
I'm gonna try that.
And that's it. Try it. Cayenne
Oh,
pepper.
cayenne pepper.
Cayenne pepper. And I'm quite sure everybody on here got it inside their closet. I'm sorry. Well, depending on where you from, closet, cabinet. You got some in your
It's
house. You
somewhere.
got some in your house. You got some in your house.
I'm gonna definitely have to try that, Dr. G.
Yeah,
And
come
again,
on. Simple stuff.
we,
Simple stuff.
and we know how to find you, Dr. G. Dr. G, I always have to ask you this question. In the OR, we need you all to add D.Hall before y'all get ready to do what you do.
Okay, I'm gonna correct you. You said we need to have you. It's no we. I'm a dictator.
Mm.
I
If
got
you don't like it, you can do two things. You can leave or close your ears. No, I'm just playing. I'm a share,
It's a
but
training.
we will play. And we have to sync it with the Alexa apps too, with the little speakers now. So make sure everybody hear it.
Oh, yeah. And
Why
so
not?
this other song is it's gonna really set the tone.
Yeah.
And D
Okay.
has a new song called Beauty I See.
Mm-hmm.
And so Chef in the background, can we play a little bit of Beauty I See, and then we're gonna talk to D about the song. And so this is this new. So when did the song drop, D?
The song actually dropped on my birthday, March 31st.
March
Oh, okay.
31st. So it's new, y'all. You can listen to it on Spotify. And where can they go download it and buy it too, D?
Like I said, it's on everything, Apple Music. Just depends on what your music streaming platform is, Pandora, Spotify, YouTube. All they gotta do is type in D.Hall Beauty I See.
Beauty I See. And so y'all, we're gonna take a listen. And this is D.Hall's latest release, and it's titled Beauty I See. Let's take a listen.
I would give you my eyes to see all of the beauty I see in you. I would give you my eyes to see all of the beauty I see in asking this question every day, and every time I answer the same way. How do I look, babe? Babe, you look beautiful. How do I look, babe? Babe, you look look beautiful, yeah. Want you to see my heart and see how I see you. Cause you're beautiful on the outside and the inside too. But I'm pretty sure there's something you already know. Yeah. Cause you don't let outside define you. It's your mind who defines you. And I'm just glad to know you. I would give you my eyes to see all of the beauty I see in you. I would give you my.
That's like the brown liquor song.
Not
Just a
the
little
brown
cup and
liquor
just
song.
that you gotta sit, you gotta put your arm on the back of the chair. You have your little cup with a little ice and just shake it.
Like the old
Yeah,
school flavor.
your O's just sit there. Listen, that is listen. Gotta be on repeat. Gotta be on repeat.
Gotta
I
be.
appreciate that, man. It's really just like I said, I want to make music that stand out or
Yeah,
whatever, and
yeah.
like encourage our people. Like our black queens need to know, like you beautiful, you know. And in the song,
Mark
I'm
Brown.
explaining, like the female is every day when they going out. Hey, do I look good? He like, man, yeah, you do. Hey, do I look good? Yeah, you do. But it's crazy because a lot of queens don't realize how beautiful they are. And beauty is not always on the outside. It can
That's
be
right.
internal beauty. Like you got a good spirit about you. You're wholesome, you're caring, you're nurturing. That's beauty in itself. And a lot of folks don't realize that. We always go to what the eye sees versus what the heart feels.
Yeah, come on, song.
Okay,
You know,
okay. Where is this collection plate? Like we've been preaching all day.
I had to try and keep it real, for real. Like I said, I have clarity now.
the
So
clarity. That's what I'm saying.
Sorry.
I think when you listen to words and when I listen to the song, you know, today when you go back and listen to older music and some of the new music, it just doesn't have a lot of substance to it. It doesn't
very
allow
true.
to
Very
use
true.
imagination. And so when I hear this song, it gives you a chance to sit back, you can hear the words, listen to the lyrics, and you can paint a picture. And I think the cover, I don't know if you picked that cover, Beauty I See, but I think it's dope.
Yeah, because like beauty is not just one person.
Oh, yeah.
It's a collaboration, and that's why there's so many colors in there. Like it's a collaboration of just the best you can be and present to the world.
Right.
There
Like
you
that's
go.
not
There you
determined
go.
by eyes.
That's right. I like that. So what let me ask
I
you,
like that.
what do you want people to take away from your music when they hear your music?
Know that it's okay to be different. Know that it's okay to not fit into what's popular at the time just because you want to. Because a lot of artists, they will you hear about one hit wonders all the time, and it's because they're going with what's popular in that moment at the time frame. But if you can create your own lane to where your music becomes timeless, it can. I can play this in 2004 or 2064. It's still gonna have the same feel and vibe to it. And that's the type of music that I want to create for people, so where you understand, like when I tell a story, I'm either talking about myself or I'm talking about you that can relate to me, and whoever you is.
That's right. I like that you brought up and you mentioned your own lane because there's a lane out here for all of us. And you know, you find people that always, I don't think there's anything wrong with similarities or comparing yourself. And you know, a lot of times when I hear some young ladies in music and I understand we admire artists, and you know, the first thing they say is, "Oh, I want to be like Beyonce." I'm like, oh, you know, I
And
love
people
Beyonce.
have to saying that you don't want to be like the artist, you want the success that the artist may have, but you want to be
Exactly.
you as an artist to create their own lane for yourself. Because if you ever look at anybody that's been great in music, they have always created their own lane. They don't sound like nobody else. They're not copying anyone. And that's what creates longevity in the music game, because you got your own sound, so you're not worried about the times or trying to fit in with a trend or what's popular at the time. No, people gonna like my music because this is me doing it.
Right.
So yeah, it's longevity is in the authenticity of who you are.
Right.
Oh, I like that. I like that. And
Yeah.
and there's enough for everybody. There's enough for everybody. Just
Yeah.
just stay in your lane. Stay in your lane.
That part.
I could be a backup singer. I have no problem with that. Just run my money. Get my check. I could be a backup singer. I'm okay with that.
Well, friend, I got you. I need a little help. Help me somebody.
Help me somebody. Help me somebody.
I'll be ready next time when he come back. I'll be ready. I'll be ready to practice my
Okay.
vocals.
I was gonna say, G, we need a remix of that song. Drink
A
Tonight.
remix?
We need
Okay,
a
so
remix.
let me ask you this. Being that you say a remix, okay, a lot of remixes have other artists on there. What type of artist would you hear on the remix?
I mean,
A rapper, a singer?
yeah, I can actually. You having a female in there,
And she respond back type stuff.
and she respond back.
I'll do it. Listen, stop asking. I'll do it.
Come on, doctor.
Do it. It's fine.
Come on,
Fine.
doctor. Come on in the room. I got you.
Fine.
Right.
Fine. I'll do it. Don't beg. I'll do it.
I mean, because the beat is. I mean, I don't know.
We thank God for your willingness.
I just something for you to think about. You know.
Right. And I'm most definitely with it. Like, I think my biggest dilemma at this moment is because I have recorded so much music. It's like somebody, when it comes to like picking a single, it's like somebody asking you which one of your kids do you like the best.
Right.
And it's like I like all of them the same. They all have their own characteristics about themselves or whatever, and their own vibe and stuff like that. So I can't say I like one over the other. It's just a matter of who you want to deal with at that time. So
I think we should do for 1 hour our shows. Just do like a listening party.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's so crazy. I was just talking to a partner of mine.
Great people. Yeah.
I was just talking to a partner of mine. I'm like, bro, I need ears. Because the thing is, I got my own recording set up. So a lot of times, I'm the only person listening to my music. And of course, you're going to like what it'll be great. But my thing is, what does the world and other people like that think differently from what I think?
Yeah.
And I would love to have like a listening party. Jeez.
Yeah, I miss that because I tell friends like when back in the day, you remember that old commercial? I think it was like in the 80s. You remember when people would come over to people's house and he said, "No, my brother, you got to get your own." Y'all remember?
Yes. They was listening to some kind of album or something. And he's like,
Right.
"Oh, what is that?" No, my brother, you got to get your own. I think just doing a listening party would just be like, we have so many people that come on this show and this platform that have great music, and probably are where you are too. Saying I don't know what to put out next, but I have so many options. I say listening party.
Right. We need
And let the audience go.
We need to discuss this.
Right.
Y'all gonna help me with that because I would love that though. Just because, like I said, I got albums worth of music.
Right.
And it's just some songs I'm like, I think I won't release those, but some of them I'm like, man, these will be good singles. But it's a matter of what to release at what time of year to release it type stuff to go with, you know what I'm saying, what's gonna gravitate to the people, get their attention.
Right. Right. And I think that's a good idea. I think D to even like do an event like that. Hey, I'm having a listening party and you play some of your music. I don't know if people are gonna buy tickets, people come to have some drinks. And you just play your music and you get feedback from people that you know that are gonna really sit there and really listen
and be honest.
That's the most important part. Be honest. Don't lie to me because you like me or whatever. Nah, if it sound garbage, sound garbage. But if it sound good, tell me it sound good.
Right. That's right. And let people know about the sipping shit. Can you tell us when the next event is going to be for that?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, so just to give you a rundown, like I said, Sip and Shed is an event that I created maybe about 3 years ago. I used to do it at the place called the VIP Hookah Lounge on Madison Avenue here in Montgomery. But like I said, had my accident and stuff like that, had to take a break. So now I'm redoing it at a place called the Lions Den. And if you're from Montgomery, it's on the boulevard behind the churches where Front Street used to be. And it's a cigar lounge. So it's for the grown folks, classy type event. Like I said, I have a live band. I have a DJ. So when the live band take a break, y'all, where them fans at? Y'all come step. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just trying to create an environment for not only artists to be showcased, but at the same time where people who don't like twerking on tables and just wilding out type stuff, like come out, sit on the couches, get you a bottle, get you a cigar, and enjoy time with your old lady, enjoy time with your dude, or enjoy time with yourself. Like you still gonna have a good time either or. And I always walk the room when I do it to make sure everybody's comfortable, okay. I'm meeting and greeting, and just like I said, anybody who's available, it's a $10 cover charge to get in, and that's only to make sure my band and DJ and everything like that straight. But it's just $10, and you're gonna get a whole show concert because the artists that I got coming are hard hitters. Matter of fact, I got a feature artist gonna be on the next one I'm doing. His name is Ken G. I gotta get him in contact with you, Jazzie. A new Southern soul artist, dope. We worked on his first single and stuff like that, and just within I think like 3 days, he had like I want to say like 6,000 to 8,000 views on YouTube.
Oh wow!
And for your first song coming out and don't nobody know you do music, that's speak numbers about, you know what I'm saying, your character, like who you are and like how people want to gravitate towards you. So he's gonna be the feature artist for July 6th. Like I said, the Lions Den on the boulevard behind Advanced Auto Parts with the church ticket in, Old Front Street next to Empire. Come out. You will enjoy yourself. Security gonna be there. Ain't no fighting, ain't no beefing, ain't no wilding out. Just grown folk vibe. Like I said, you get cigar, be comfortable. They gonna have rib and fish plates and everything. So if you're hungry, come eat. Like just, I'm trying to bring a different culture besides just trail rides and blues. And no disrespect to any of them genres. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like, where's the R&B?
I like that. So it's July the 6th. At what time?
At 7 p.m. at the Lions Den.
July the 6th, y'all folks. July the 6th, 7 p.m. at the Lions Den. And you're gonna send me a flyer too, right?
I promise you I will. As soon as I get it pressed up and everything, because like I said, I just got to solidify with the feature artist being on there, so got to get the flyer made up and stuff like that. But I promise you, as soon as I get it, you're gonna have it out. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna make sure that I make it, because a lot of times you always invite me, and I travel a lot with my job, and most of the time I was like, oh, I'm always either out of town, just getting back in town, but hopefully I can make this one.
And that's why I'm trying to make it on a Sunday night, so that way, because I know a lot of musicians that come out, because like I said, it's a shed too, and the shed is where musicians come together, they switch out on instruments and they play. We do that at the end of the night. You know what I'm saying? Once everybody done singing, okay, y'all start a groove. You play drums, come play. You play keyboard, come play. You play bass, come play. Like it's a iron sharper iron type thing, you know? And also it's entertainment for those who don't play instruments. You get to see who is a dope musician. So if you as an artist are looking for a band, trying to put a band together, who are from these dope musicians that you're hearing? You know, yeah, like I said, iron sharper iron, man. I'm here to create an event, but also provide an opportunity for those who are looking for certain talented individuals and stuff like that to meet and greet type stuff. So, yeah, July 6th, 7 p.m. Lions Den. And then also, every Tuesday night at the Lions Den, I do karaoke. Host a karaoke. But Lady B, $50 cash prize, and it's free to get in.
Oh, wow. Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday night. We're gonna be there tomorrow night. Matter of fact, the guy who I'm telling you gonna be feature artist for Sip and Shed, he's gonna be there tomorrow night, doing his new single that he just put out and everything. I'm all about trying to help people promote, you know what I'm saying, push themselves. Like you don't have to give me no recognition or nothing like that. Just be the best you can be. And that'll be the best return I can receive. So yeah.
All right. So
I'm
you
a
heard
Zoom
it.
call in
Listen,
and win the $50.
You said what?
I'm a Zoom call in and with the $50. I'm gonna be singing karaoke.
I got you, friend. I got you.
I know. Y'all make sure you check out D.Hall. Again, Sip and Shed at the Lion's Den,
Yes.
July the 6th at 7 p.m. It's a $10 cover charge. Y'all, $10.
Yeah.
Okay, $10.
Only $10, but you're
So,
gonna get more than $10 worth of entertainment. So that's like last.
and also, do you ever have like on spot, like I know artists really don't do this anymore. Do you print out singles? Do you still sell your singles? Do you have printed singles? Because people be asking me, or is he gonna
Now,
have
actual physical copies, no, because
Yeah,
everybody's so
digital.
technological and everybody got a cell phone that they can just upload and download your music to and stuff like that. But that is something that I need to look into and actually start getting like hard copies to
yeah,
show folks like, hey, ride with this in your car or whatever, So you may not have a Bluetooth or whatever. You may just have a CD player. Just
right,
listen to my music and vibe to it.
right. Yeah, because you still got the old school. I'm all down with the technology, but if you see the amount of, let me tell you, I still got like my cassette tapes from back in the day.
Ooh, so bad.
I have a whole closet of cassette tapes, CDs, and I was like, sometimes I like to physically touch stuff. I just like
Right.
that. So it's just something I think artists should consider
Or
because
even
It
if I
is.
don't have hard copy CDs, I need to press up like some flyers with artwork, so that way you can just scan on your phone, have a barcode thing, and then it'll
There you
automatically
go. There
pull
you
up
go.
type of it.
yeah.
So thank you for that. 'Cause, yeah,
So Jazzie was that guy who was part of Columbia House who was buying one CD for 99 cents and then got stuck to the subscription.
support, support.
That's what Dr. G, if you just said I was Columbia House, it was some other ones too.
I did it too. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. That was me too.
I'm all
You
about support.
get one, you get 10 for a penny, and then they suckered you into that one featured person every month. You forgot you was on subscription till you saw your card charge.
Right.
You in the room now? It's too late.
Oh my God, but this has been a wonderful conversation.
Yes.
Tonight was D.Hall DaSanga. Dr. G, any final words?
Be good to yourself and give some self-love.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to share with us, D? I know Sip and Shed. You got karaoke. Anything? I know the new song just dropped. Anything else coming up?
The only thing I'll say, know yourself, know your worth. Love yourself first before you can love anybody else.
Hey,
That's it.
I love that. I love that. And always get what's our word for the week?
Clarity.
Clarity. Understand who you are and the importance that you hold in this earth.
We love that. We love that. We love that, my brother.
Yes,
Hey, can you stick
thank
around?
y'all for having me though. Like I really appreciate it because I done got some good ideas. Dr. G, I'm gonna be reaching out, you know what I'm saying, on some therapy help type stuff. And then also Jazzie with the printing up the stuff so I can promote more because I'm like, I suck at marketing. I only just be posting stuff on social media, but hand to hand things that means different to people when you see them in person. So
Okay.
yeah.
That's good. I appreciate that. Everybody, again, our special guest tonight was singer-songwriter D.Hall. That's
Yes, sir.
D.Hall. Just Google him, Spotify, wherever music is streamed. Download the music, y'all. It's 99 cents, $1.99, $2, $5. Just
Look, don't make me post my cash up, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Listen.
go ahead and tap in type stuff, you know?
Tap,
yeah,
tap,
give
tap
us your cash app. We'll put it right here in the comments section.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for having me on tonight. I really appreciate y'all for real.
Anytime, my brother. Come back, update us on new music.
Hey, we need to get the music session talked about too. I need help with this, putting that together, the listening session.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely help you with that. Anybody that because you have a lot of guests because people ask, well, does he collab with anybody else? Sure.
Yes. Like I said, I got several artists up under me now, but not up under me, but that I help work.
Okay.
And they work with me because they've never recorded before, but they can sing. They got talent.
Ooh.
So they may not know what song concepts to come up with to fit their voice and their genre and what they're doing. So I help with that as well. Like I said, I got my own recording set up. The beauty I see, that started from, like I said, I have music sessions here at the crib, and I invite like artists over, producers over, people who play instruments, and we'll sit around. All right, what song you working on? How can I help? How can I add? What we need to take away? What we need to add to? And just, yeah, Beauty I See came from that. Like, it's actually me along with four other vocalists on that song. And it started from the music session I had at the crib. Like, they were singing like, we think that should be in your background. I'm like, let's go, you know? So yeah, tap in with me. D.Hall DaSanga.
D.Hall DaSanga.
D.Hall DaSanga.
Can you stick around for just a second?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay, I appreciate it. Hey, everybody, another great show. When you think so, Dr. G?
Of course it was, and that was D.Hall DaSanga. Amazing. And that's good music. That takes you back a little bit. It had that little eclectic look. It was uniquely him. So we will be playing that. We will be playing that, absolutely.
I know. And Dr. G, I hope you have a great rest of the week, and I hope you get all the clarity this week that you need.
We'll seek it, so I shall find it.
We should find it. Hey, everybody, don't forget to go over to K.Ward Radio, my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe and like it. It only takes a second, y'all. It only takes a second. Even on our guest tonight, D.Hall, he has a YouTube channel. Make sure you go over there, subscribe and like. You know, also check out Dr. G. Let them know how to find you too.
Dr. G at theapplife.info. Not only do you subscribe and like, but share it. Share it. It costs you nothing to share. Jazzie brings this to us every week. It's a lot of great stuff. He doesn't charge. Put your Cash App up there, Jazzie. Put your Cash App up there.
Y'all send me $2. KWardRadio.com. Just $2. You know, Dr. G, I have to pay Dr. G. I have to pay Chef D. They've been waiting on their checks, y'all. 2025 is my
5 years, and I still haven't got a check.
It's hard out here. I'm working hard out here.
Did you just say it's hard out here for a pimp?
It's hard out here. You know what I'm saying? It's hard out here.
I can't. But it was always great being here. That's right. It was great being here.
I appreciate y'all understanding my clarity. How convenient we make things for stuff, right, Dr. G?
You're always willing to share and learn. Why not?
K.Ward Radio is my address. If you want to mail me, a lot of artists like to mail me CDs. They mail me photos. See, I'm that old school guy. You remember when artists would do the black and white photos, Dr. G, and they sign it?
Yes.
That. See, go back to that. People don't do that no more.
Go way back at the time. No, I'm just playing.
Go way back.
Y'all can mail me cash. You can put in the envelope $2.
$2. If you'd like to support, my Cash App is there, PayPal, all that jazz. Catch me each and every Saturday on 90.7 FM WVAS ASU radio station. I do what I can to support, or even though it's a jazz station, you know, we play a little bit of R&B, and I try to sneak it in there a little bit. I play D.Hall, I do, and I've just slide it on in there some kind of way, just to support as much as I can anyway. Catch us back here next week. You just never know who's going to pop up on the show. Maybe Michelle Obama may pop up.
I want to tell. Let's speak on that one.
Ooh, who knows? Michelle Obama may pop up. What you gonna ask her, Dr. G?
When we going to have our own girls retreat, I'm trying to push that. I need a girls retreat and get that knowledge from her, because she's been through a lot in the White House and still looking at what it was then and what it is now.
I love that. Yeah. And don't forget
Captain Orange. Look, Captain Orange.
Oh God. And D.Hall, Beauty I See is available now where music is streaming. Go download the song. Beautiful song. Again, Dr. G, thank y'all so much. And I hope you all have a great week. Make sure you take care of yourself and always be kind to others.
See you next week.
Come home from a long day of working, I can't even get a hey. All you seem to be worried about is when the next time I'm gonna get paid, yeah. You say you're going out on this evening, but whether I'm going or not, you're leaving. Don't think I need to give you a good reason why you should just stay home with me. It's a Wednesday night, where do people go out for real? Yeah. You thought that you were sticking, that I would not beat your skills, yeah. And I can't stay no more. So you can gonna hit the door, cause I done realized